This is my first RTX 30 series laptop of 2021, and this is the Selenite X by ILLEGEAR, a local Malaysian brand. This is getting more and more impressive. I'm liking the design language. It's a 17.3-inch beast. It weighs about 2.4 kilos and it has a 1440p display with a really monstrous spec sheet. You're getting either an Intel or AMD processor with the RTX 30 series graphics. So for my configuration, it's the Core i7 108075H with an RTX 3070 and 16 gigabytes of DDR4 memory and a 512 gig SSD. You have additional slots to upgrade and expand in the future. That's great. That's a great upgrade pathway. It's a pretty sleek device. I mean, the Selenite series had always emphasized on being, thin profile but high in performance. So when you lift up that lid, the first thing you'll see apart from that keyboard is two RGB strips on both sides of the laptop, and it just constantly glows in spectrum by default, and so does the keyboard. The keyboard for me was just so-so. It's just not as clicky as I'd like, and the RGB just feels kind of basic. You don't really get that many customizable profiles. You can still use ILLEGEAR's pre-installed software to do that for you, and of course manipulate things such as fan RPM, charging capabilities, and of course things like optimization. So ILLEGEAR G Plus is on board, this software that constantly optimizes your laptop's performance in accordance to how you play it. And there is a turbo button on the side there next to your power button, which just enables increased performance on the fly. That's what they claim, and I put that to the test in some games, and I only managed to feel just a little margin of increased performance, and that's about it. The screen is great, the colors are pretty decent, and playing my video games, my AAA titles, Call of Duty Cold War, that's my favorite now. Running through the campaign, the colors popped up great, and the game is actually quite optimized, and I managed to get my desired frame rates at close to maximum settings, like ray tracing, DLSS, and everything turned on. And for battery, you get a 64 watt-hour battery pack, which gives you about just 4-ish hours on a single charge, and it takes about 2 hours to charge thanks to a 230 watt power brick, which gives you a lot of headroom for overclocking if that's your thing. So this laptop starts at 7,299 ringgit, which is, I feel, a lot to ask for in today's standards, but if you're looking for a RTX 30 series laptop and a 3070 in that area, you will have to be paying about 7,000 and above to find that kind of hardware. And for the I/O ports, you get a single USB 3.1 Gen 2 Type-C, followed by a single USB 3.1 Gen 2 USB-A, and a couple of 3.1 Gen 1s. You get a HDMI 2.1 though, instead of a display port, because I think that's a good thing, because you're going to the next generation. This has compatibility with the more modern gaming monitors of today, and even TVs if it supports HDMI 2.1. You can push those refresh rates a little higher if you're using those kind of displays. So with a starting price of 7,299, I guess it falls in the competitive pricing that ILLEGEAR has always historically have done, and I think you can buy this with some level of confidence. It plays games great, it does your work great, and it's pretty portable for a 17.3-inch laptop. I mean, if it's too big, you can still go for the 15.6-inch models with a similar setup, and you should be quite done with that. So thank you guys for watching. This has been my review of the ILLEGEAR Selenite X. I hope this has shed some light into your decision making, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care. Peace out.